Our first guest is a very funny man with his own brand new television program called The Norm Show. It premieres Wednesday on another network. Here's our good friend Norm MacDonald. Norm? Welcome to the show.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
Good to see you, too.
I tell you something, Norm, I'm very happy for you because one or two times ago when you were on the show, you had been fired. You'd lost your job at Saturday Night Live on the Weekend Update because those people didn't have the guts to stand by you. Because those people wouldn't know funny if it bit them in the ass.
Yeah.
And they, of course, were hoping that they'd never hear from you again.
Yes.
They were hoping, of course, that they had squashed out another career.
Right.
They thought, oh, okay, that's it for him. We don't have to worry about... Well, I saw two shows that you did, two of the Norm shows.
Oh, yeah?
I guess shows... They're unbelievably funny.
Oh, you like
They're great shows.
Oh, that's nice.
And I believe this thing's going to be a huge hit. And then, and I don't want to tell you how to run your career, but then just line up all those punks over there at NBC. You know, your Don Myers, your Lorne Michaels, your Skippy, what was
Skippy Lowe, yeah.
Skippy Henderson.
Yeah.
Oh, Skippy Lowe?
You just line up all those boys and tell them to kiss your ass.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know. No, it was nice. I was working like all the time, so it was good. Like after the show, I got to I returned to my first love of doing nothing. You know, and then I hung out for a while, and then I started on this and everything like that. But it's nice.
Turned out great.
It turned out all right. I got a chance to just be
vindication.
What? I don't know. Who knows how the show
I think it'll do pretty well.
Oh,
because you're on right after the very popular Drew Carey show, and then your show, people dialing in to see you, and lo and behold, and you know, by the way, a lot of stuff on TV ain't that entertaining.
Yeah.
They dial up your show, and holy crap, it's actually funny.
Yeah, well, it's good.
Yeah.
It's good that it's going on after the Drew Carey show because a lot of people watch that.
Right.
And then people, they never turn the channels.
That's right, they don't.
I mean?
It's inertia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even with the clicker.
Well, they're in for a great surprise, my friend.
Oh, that's nice.
Congratulations, I'm very happy.
Yeah, that's nice.
See, and at the time... At the time, I think I was more upset than you were, and now that you're back on top, I feel like I'm happier than you were. I feel like I care more about your career than you do. Is that possible?
Well, I like, mostly I like watching TV.
Did you, if you like watching TV, you had your hands full last night with the Academy Awards. You had 4 hours there. Did you, you get to see any of that?
Well, I watched it all. I don't know the movies this year, you know?
The nominees?
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see it. The only movie I saw was the Life is Beautiful movie.
Oh, Roberto Benigni.
Because I love Roberto Benigni.
Entertaining.
Yeah. But I'd never seen him in a movie. The only time I'd ever seen him was on your show, and he was always real funny.
Yep.
And so I went to that movie. It was in Life is Beautiful. And I'll tell you something about that movie. It might be a great movie and everything, but it's got a huge drawback. None of the characters speak English. You know? And for me, a person who it's the only language I understand is English.
Exactly.
You see? So I'm screwed. I'm like, what the hell? And then, of course, and then the title is English. They fool you, you know?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Life is Beautiful. Those are all 3 English words.
Yeah, there you go.
So I wouldn't have gone if it was like amore, d'amore, more. You know what I mean? That's an Italian word.
Is it? I don't know.
It's the only Italian word I know.
Yeah, well.
So, and then I get in there, so it's all these dudes speaking Italian, you know, and I'm trying to, and so what they do is they put words, you know. Subtitles.
Yeah.
So now now I have to read, which is the reason I go to movies, so I don't have to read. And you know how annoying it is when you're reading and somebody's reading over your shoulder? Well, it's like 200 people reading over your shoulder. You know? But he's a funny guy.
Yeah, yeah.
He pretended the whole unpleasantness there in Europe was a joke.
Yeah. Is that what it is?
Yeah, he has a kid. He has a little 10-year-old child, and they go to a Nazi concentration camp, and his kid's not that bright. So he just pretends that to the kid, like you'll see like crazy like Nazis doing it, and then Roberto Benigni gets behind them and goes. So the kid thinks it's a big joke.
Let's move on, Norm.
Yeah.
Anyway, you're living in Los Angeles now, where you do your hit TV show.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like Los Angeles.
You're originally Canadian, right up in the Toronto area?
Toronto, yeah.
Yeah. Come down here to New York.
I come to New York, and Toronto and New York is great because they have cabs and subways because I don't know how to drive a car, you know.
You don't drive at all?
No, I never learned how.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, I don't like them. I find them dangerous, you know? Like, you drive and you're in a car and you're going like 70, and then another car comes, he's going 70, right? And then there's like a foot between you, you know?
Yeah.
You're like, and they're honking, they're honking. And then who knows what, it's only a foot, you know? They move a little bit and there's a crash, and you're always seeing crashes. Every time you drive,
sure.
There's a crash, there's a big twisted wreckage of a crash, you know? And nobody seems to care. They're like, oh, I guess I'll be late for work. You know?
So you don't drive at all?
You know, like imagine you're in a plane and you're flying and you look out, there's some plane wreckage on a mountain, right? Or a plane comes beside you like 10 feet. He's honking, you know?
That's sky rage. So you... No, I don't think so. But now you're living in Los Angeles, where it's nearly essential to be able to drive.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really, everything's far apart from each other.
What do you do?
I bought myself a bicycle. And I don't know how to drive a bicycle either, but on a bicycle you can just go on the sidewalk, so you're the most dangerous, you know. And so I go to the bike store, I don't know, and the guy's telling me, hey, all these bikes, you know, they have all this technical mountain bike. I'm not going to be on a mountain.
Right.
You know? I'm just going to be on the road, the sidewalks. So he goes, what kind of bike you looking for? So I said, I don't know, I think I'd like a red bike, you know. And so he sells me this one. And it's very complicated nowadays. You got to get a lock, you know, and the locks, they aren't like the old days, just a soft lock. They're hard. He goes, the hard lock that you have to, it's, you know, because he says, we always got to stay ahead of the bike thieves, you know, bicycle thieves. So, this bike lock was impossible to turn on.
Combination kind of deal?
Oh, you had to go around the thing and, like, twist it. Anyways, so it's hard to explain. So I drive on my bike to get some groceries over at Ralph's. And
you shop at Ralph's?
Oh, Ralph's is the best.
Is it nice there?
Oh, yeah. If you like apples.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
You like apples?
I do. I like apples. Produce, good produce?
Yeah, the best apples, man. So I go.
They run a lot of specials at Ralph's? Or they have like the everyday low prices?
No, they're everyday low prices, you know?
Yeah.
So I get my bicycle to the Ralph's place, you know, and I try to get this damn lock on. It doesn't work. I can't figure it out or anything like that. So then I figure to myself, I'll just leave it here unlocked.
Right in front of Ralph's?
Yeah, because I figure, what's the odds of my unlocked bicycle and a dirty bicycle thief showing up at the same time?
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
You're not going to be in there all day?
Yeah, just like 5 minutes, buy some cookies and some, you know, an apple. So I get my groceries out. You know, I bought a lot of groceries, you know. I bought a whole bunch of groceries, and I get out. My bicycle's gone.
No.
Yeah. Some dirty bicycle thief has stolen it, you know?
My God, man,
Yeah.
that's unbelievable. You have terrible luck.
Yeah, it's just a happenstance that happened. So there's a security guy there, you know, the Ralph security guy. I run up to him. I say, hey, man, did you see somebody steal a bike? And the guy goes, no. He says, I saw somebody just get on a bike and ride away. He goes, was it locked? I go, of course it was locked, you know. And then I realize I'm holding the lock in my hand. So
a bad deal. Stay right there, Norm. We'll be right back here with Norm MacDonald. I tell you right now, I wish the Norm Show, that's what they call it, the Norm
Show.
Yeah, I wish that was going to be on the CBS network instead of the ABC network.
Yeah.
Because CBS needs all the help we can get. ABC is fine. They got Barbara Walters.
Yeah.
And whenever things start to sag over there, she'll interview Oprah. And so they don't need any help. We need a blockbuster smash comedy hit.
Yeah, you got Everybody Loves Raymond. I love that.
That's right. See, this would be
great show. You guys love that show?
This would be the perfect. This would be the perfect companion piece to Everybody Loves Raymond.
Yeah.
Everybody Loves Norm.
Huh?
What kind of a kid were you when you were a kid?
Me? When I was growing up?
Yeah.
I was all right. Yeah. But I want to talk about the show.
Go ahead.
The Norm Show, because I have to do this, you know.
Tell the people what it's about.
Because I have to, you know, promote it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not comfortable in promoting. But
you only have to promote the first one, and then after that, everything takes care of itself.
Right. So it's about me. I play a dude named Norm.
Right.
That was my idea. And so I'm a guy who got kicked out of the NHL for gambling, you know, right? And then I have to do community service as a social worker, you know, and I hate it. I don't like being a social worker. So that sounds pretty funny, right?
I enjoyed it. I've seen the first two shows, and it made me laugh out loud.
Yeah. See, the problem is, Dave, I'm not a great, like, promoter. You know, like my manager's always saying, I got to get out there and, like, promote. And I'm not comfortable with that. I'd rather just, you know, talk and tell stupid stories and everything like that. So I was thinking, you know, like, since my managers always, oh, you got to promote it, I was thinking that maybe he could come out and just promote it himself because, you know what I'm saying?
You have a manager?
Yeah, I got a manager. I had to because I only had an agent, and he was no good. And then they said, you got to get a manager. So you got to get a manager. You got to get a manager. And so they said, you know, maybe Mike Ovey. Says all these guys. But I picked this dude that he's my manager, and I thought maybe I could bring out him and he can like promote the show.
You're not talking about here now, are you?
Yeah, he's here right now. Come on.
Here now. Oh.
Yeah. Come on, man. Here.
No MacDonald. No. Put the C in comedy. Put the L in levity. It's Norm MacDonald, and it's our show on Wednesday night, 9:30 on ABC.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Oh, can I sit down? Oh, I'm excited. Norm MacDonald, y'all.
Yeah.
On the great David Letterman.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
So,
Don, shouldn't you be out fixing fights?
Well, that's what I try to do. But I'm going in a new business now.
he's done with boxing.
I'm in a new business now. They didn't want me there, so I'm here with Norm. And Norm's show gonna be great. Just as I predicted about this man sitting here years ago, that he would be global and a superstar universal. And here he is. David Letterman, y'all.
Yeah, that's right.
There he is.
Now, let me just say this.
Ask Don what happened to that Lennox Lewis thing. What was going on there?
Let me tell you something. With that Lennox Lewis thing, if you fix a fight, you do not go to the judges. Am I right?
That is right.
That's right.
That is right. Talk to him. Not only is he funny, he's clever. He understands. Yes. Oh, we are so excited to have our new show, though.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, listen, Norm.
Now, let me tell you something, though, Don. In all fairness, you know, it's going to be tough. We have stiff competition here on CBS.
Oh, is that right? Who are you up against?
Well, we're up
You
against.
don't have no competition.
Don, we're up against 60 Minutes 2, which is a very, you know.
60 minutes. Who?
60 Minutes.
Does he have Mike Wallace?
No.
Do they have Ed Bradley?
No.
No.
Maury Schaefer?
No.
Do we have Andy Rooney?
No.
You know what I mean? Do they have Leslie Stahl?
No.
What are you talking about, man? 60 who? It's the Norm MacDonald show. Yeah, baby. What are you talking about? You ain't got no competition. You gonna soar like an eagle, baby. Oh, man, this is a great comedy act here. I'm telling you, this man is good. And you know what makes our country so great is he's a Canadian, but we welcome him in because this is America, the greatest nation in the world. Greatest nation in the world.
Well,
I'm
Norm,
so excited. I'm so excited.
No, We have also on the show is Laurie Metcalf. Who used to
She's
be
damn good.
Yeah, three-time Emmy winner. Oh, she's funny. Beautiful lady. Three-time Emmy winner. Beautiful lady. Oh, David, you've been so nice. Here you is on another network, and your heart is so big that you steps out and you help another guy that's struggling and bring him into the forefront, thrust him out there and to the light, and he's doing his job. You to be commended. Applauded.
Thank you, Don.
I mean, you are a true American.
We're about done with this?
Well, I just
Give Don a standing 8 count or something?
Oh, I'm so excited, Norm.
Don, since I've been in business with Don, my career is going excellently. You know, it really has. He really is a great manager.
Norm MacDonald.
And I'll tell you,
Don King, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, I'm so happy.
We'll be right back.